So, Justin, like my next question to you is if a prior spouse was disclosed in an earlier I-130 but not on a later DS-260 for EB2, can USCIS cross check and flag this inconsistency?
Absolutely. They absolutely can. And I would say that while it's not material to the crux of an EB2 application, I would say that any inconsistency under the present administration is being treated as a presumption of inadmissibility for a finding of fraud or misrepresentation. So what I mean by that is if you have disclosed a previous spouse before and you fail to do so on any subsequent application, whether that be in the United States with USCIS or abroad at the consulate, they have the ability to cross-check that information to locate the inconsistency. And again, while not necessarily material, it may be used as a tool basically to bar you for fraud or inadmissibility. An example of that that I'm dealing with presently with a client is they failed to disclose their son when they submitted a DS-260 to the consulate for a diversity visa. They got the diversity visa, came into the United States with their wife. The kid stayed out of the country. A couple years later, they wanted to sponsor the kid. They filed the I-130 for the kid. Life continues to go on for these people, and at the end of the day, they get to the period in the process where they want to naturalize, become U.S. citizens. During the naturalization interview, the individual was asked whether or not he disclosed the existence of his son when he applied for the green card at the consulate. He said no, and a few weeks later was issued a notice of intent to revoke, meaning they were going to revoke his green card because he failed to disclose his son on the DS-260. That happened back in 2013. So if they're willing to do that to a person who has lived here legally, lawfully, paid their taxes, followed the rules, and was qualified to naturalize to become a U.S. citizen, I am pretty sure they're willing to have someone who fails to disclose their previous wife on another application hit with a fraud finding abroad. So your information has to be consistent across the board in all manners, and you should not expect any forgiveness from either USCIS or the consulate.
But thank you so much, Justin, for taking that up.
You know why I'm vacationing in Dubai right now? Because I stopped drowning in RFEs, intake calls, and late night filings. I used to hire freelancers who barely knew what a G28 was. Total chaos. Then I found IMMI Support, virtual immigration paralegals trained in real case prep, DocketWise, and USCIS workflows. Now my calendar's clean, my clients are happy, and